It usually takes a while. There is a guy, he's a plumber. And he works in the sewers. That's what he does. He's good at it. Always shows up to work on time. Never really complains about his job. Plumber's a valuable job to any town with plumbing, which most towns have nowadays. And he wakes up one morning and somebody gives him a note. It says, your beloved is gone, been kidnapped. This is a heavy thing for a plumber to wake up to. On a Tuesday. Just planning on going down into the pipes, make sure everything's running clean for everybody. No real plans beyond that for the day. Content, an inspiration to all of us to just work his job. But then there's this note. Now, if you or I, let's say, heaven forbid, my wife should be kidnapped, and then somebody brings me a note about it. It's a strange way to find out. Well, I would call the police. That's what I would do. It's been a kidnapping. I don't think I would probably run out into the street and say, let me find these evil kidnappers and personally liberate the one I love from the evil beasts that have taken her away. But that's exactly what our friend the plumber does. And he just picks up his hammer and goes. And he's such a nice fellow, And when he takes to the road, he discovers, presumably to his surprise, although we've never seen him before the day when this happened, so maybe his daily reality involves people throwing fire at him and trying to kill him, I don't know. In which case, it's not quite as shocking what he sets out to do. But I gotta imagine that it is a surprise when he meets up with people who are literally trying to murder him as he goes, who've never seen him before. He doesn't know these people, right? At all. And there they are, throwing hammers. If a hammer hits you in the head, that's going to hurt really bad. If some guy he has an infinite supply of hammers, and he's perched atop a ledge with a question mark on it, causing you to question the things you did when you were a young plumber, now that you are in this world where there's throbbing question marks that you can bang your head against to get magic things. Right? And it's hardcore. But he does all these things. He beats the evil creatures. One after another, he just sits on them. Fuck you, and fuck you. You're in my way. I hate you. I will do anything I have to do. I'll die 1,000 deaths to get to my beloved, to liberate her from some unknown danger. And then he gets to a place, and he can tell from the darkness, and he can tell from the fire that it's almost the end of the hunt, end of the quest. And surely liberation is near for his beloved. And there's a terrible dragon. And through cunning and wile, he defeats the terrible dragon. The terrible dragon falls into the lake of fire and is consumed just as the Bible promised. And he goes through a door. And Carl Jung smiles. And if you imagine what's in his heart at this moment, it's this sort of expectation you have, even in your daily errands, that you're going to see someone you like, someone who makes you feel comfortable in yourself. Only it's greater than that, because that person was in peril, and so he's now about to be able to say to her, it's okay. You can get out of this dark room, it's okay. But she's not there. His other friend, who he didn't even know had been kidnapped and was being held prisoner behind the lake of fire, who could have starved to death in there before anybody came looking for him, because he doesn't figure into some romantic love narrative. He's just a good friend. But is he mad that nobody was looking for him? No, he's just grateful to have been freed. And he says, thank you, Mario. But our princess is in another castle. I waited here all by myself. The room was dark and it smelled like sulfur. I heard the screams from way down in the darkness. Felt pretty sure my life was over. I kept my hat on just for luck. Sang simple tunes the whole night through. I wondered if I'd wake to find myself in flames as I waited here for you. Yeah, when you came in, I could breathe again. I saw some guys dressed up like sorcerers, blue robes that flowed above the ground. They came and went, and I was frightened for my life. I tried not to make a sound. Just when my solitude was closing in, I heard a howl like screeching tires. And I told you the one thing I know how to say through the bright ringing drum of 8-bit choirs. Yeah, when you came